is hosted on the pointing to SiteGround. But I want to use only email feature on email server, which is hosting, right? So in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect this for once. Then I point only website related records to this, and only email related records to this server. That's how you do it. Technically, if you want to keep it and you can do this, you can do that, but it's not clean. So it's better if you register your domain at the registrar right here. It's better to separate this method. So that's what we're gonna do now. Okay, now on the hostinger, we're gonna add the domain we're gonna use the email for. Okay, so click this hosting plan, the manage, and under this control panel, under domains, click add website. Then you're gonna type in your domain name, so which you want to use email for, and the password. You can generate this. Okay, now it's added, right? So then you can hit manage. So now it's under the new domains you just trying to transfer. And what we're gonna do, this is what I recommend. You might want to create the email address. Where is that? Okay, here we go. Email accounts. Okay, I just chatted with the hosting support, and I realized something. Actually, I found out. My original plan was, let's say this. This is what, my domain is registered at GoDaddy, and SiteGround is my hosting server, which right now works for the website and emails. Then I have, like 10 email addresses there. So my plan was to create the add-on domain in hosting account and create all the emails which exist on SiteGround in advance. So so that way, when I disconnect this, then the moment I connect the domain to my new mail server, everything works right away. There's no missing emails. So that was my plan. But this particular host doesn't work that way. When you do like a old SiteGround, or maybe you don't use it, but the cPanel based, you can sometimes, or most of the time, you can create the email addresses beforehand, before you even connect the domain for real. So that was my plan, but it doesn't work. So obviously, when you change TXT record or MX record, it takes time, and sometimes it says up to 48 hours. Usually it doesn't take that long, but a few hours at least. So I checked my, what's my DNS.net, and most of the servers already completed the connection. Disconnect from here, they connected to Hostinger already. So that should be done in short period of time, hopefully. So after the connection has been made, then I have to create the email. So this method, if you're running the very busy site, you might miss some of the emails. So if you're gonna use Hostinger for this, I recommend the plan ahead. Say, when you're gonna do this, you can maybe do the least busiest time, so you don't lose emails. Actually, email should be stored on your web server, on a hosting, or existing hosting, if somebody sends you the email. Or it rejects, so it goes back to the original sender. So, but you might have some technical issues anyway. That's why if you go this route, be careful with that. Then I recommend if you use this method, you're gonna start with this. So when you first register the domain, everything, the DNS records, everything is set on domain register service, and you only point the website and area code and CNAMEs to your web hosting service, HostGround or CloudOasis, what have you, right? Then mail server. So you might want to do before you start business. I think that's the best way to do it. So that's what I learned. And when this connection completes, I'm gonna finish this. So hopefully everything works in order. Okay, that's it. So I'm gonna come back here. Okay, so now the connection is finished. So now it's connected, the email server and my domain. So the error message disappeared, and now I can start adding email address. So that's why now I see this button is clickable. It's green. Before that, it was grayed out, so I cannot click and I cannot make any email address. So now I'm gonna make a new. I'm gonna make all the email address from the my SiteGround to this new hosting server. Now I just finished creating all the email address. Basically based on watching the list of my old server, whatever the email address it created on SiteGround, right? I basically duplicated on Hostinger. So then now you have to make sure your email clients work. So your smartphone or computer, whatever the emailing software, you have to use this new information, new login server settings. So then test the connection. Then if you think it's working now send yourself email from completely different address. You don't want to use the same domain email. For example, right? If you have say Mike at yourdomain.com and the Jennifer at yourdomain.com, it's under the same email, same domain, it's hosted in the same account, right? Those the same domain email doesn't often send it sends differently. So you might want to use completely different address such as Gmail or something like that. So send yourself email, then make sure you receive it on your email client. And at the same time, you might want to make sure your old hosting, go to your webmail of your old hosting, then make sure the mail didn't go to that server, because sometimes it goes. So as long as you have email on your new server, your transfer is completed. So you should be fine. So then, and that part is taken care of. Then now you might want to double check your website is still working okay. So just simply go to your address, website address. Oops. Uh-oh. I guess it's something wrong with it. Let's see. Sometimes it's cache, so it doesn't work. But okay, so it's funny because on the Firefox it's working, and Chrome it's not working. I think it's still DNS issue, or actually the browser caching issue. So it should be okay, but as long as you can check with one of the devices with the internet with the fresh signal. So that's how you test, and as long as those two parts, the email, receiving email and the sending email, is done, and your website is still working fine, and that should be it. This is the end of this process. So probably you can tell that I started in the morning, but I finished the fairly late at night. So shooting a video at the same time takes time forever. So hopefully you can take something from my video, and something my experience benefited you. So I took a lot of time to create this video. So if you like it, and please give me a thumbs up, and if you can see more contents like this, please subscribe my channel. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.